Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have what I melted the first half of November 2019. But first, before we go any further, they're a bit chipped, especially my right hand because I am right-handed. But this is a newer nail polish I picked up. I got this at Winners, and I'm actually really falling in love with this company. Like, I don't know, like, not the company, but I'm really intrigued by a lot of their colors. I got an amazing chrome one I really loved. This is Color Club's nail lacquer in the color Being There Done Matte, because this is a matte, like even their packaging shows it is a matte nail color. So even though it's got a bit of a sheen, it's quite matte. And I love matte nails, especially black. I love black matte. Anyway, so because I know people ask, so I'm gonna go through what I've melted. I'll start off with the obvious. We've got a candle up here, which you're going to see in pretty much every video I do when it comes to the winter time, as long as I still have this candle. It is, oh, it's way over here, the lid. It is DW Home's Apple Balsam, and it's a 2-wick candle. And I will say it's not the strongest thrower, but I got it for the aesthetics, really, for the background scenery, for what I want to do for videos. It might change a little bit still. As we're only in mid-November and I've only just sort of started to bring out my stuff for Christmas. So it may still change a bit, but I really like that for the look and the aesthetics of the area. So I am going to keep it there for a while. So yeah, and as you can see, Monty's joining us. Okay, so for the candle that I actually finished, which is Bath & Body Works Vanilla Birch, with this type of lid as well. And look at that, guys. No sooting. No issues. It smelled to me like wine cellar, which I love. Or was it wine cellar or smoke berries and incense. That's what this one smells to me like. They're all kind of repackages of one another. I really like this one. And if you like those types of scents I just mentioned, I would definitely pick this up. Candle Day is not that far away, actually. So feel free to pick that up. One that I have that I'm falling out of love with because I think it's just too strong in one scent. It's the squat version of Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Vanilla that I've had. I bought this at SAS. I want to say either the SAS like in the winter or the summer. I can't recall. But it's not doing bad. It's a bit sooty on the actual wax, but in reality, it's actually just a tiny little bit of soot, maybe. There's a bit of a line here. It's very hard to see on pick up on camera. It's nothing much. So really, it's not done badly. It hasn't done poorly on the burn. But what I will say is that I've said this before when I've reviewed this candle on other videos, that there is that like burning, like a burning pumpkin, as back in the old days, you'd put a real candle in your pumpkin that you carved on Halloween night. And by the end of the night, it sort of smelled like burnt pumpkin innards, right? That's what I'm getting from this. I'm getting more of that smokiness, and I'm not exactly sure I enjoy it anymore. I think I'm kind of over it. So of course I'm going to keep burning it. Right now I'm down to about here and I've had no issues. I imagine I probably only have a burn or two, depending on how long I burn each time. So there is that. Oh, my stuff's so much further away now. And then we have, I forgot to mention that I had this in my video about what candles I had in my collection, because I had this pulled out into the side somewhere separate, because I knew I wanted to pull this out when Vanilla Birch was done. I wanted to pull this out because this is one of my all-time favorite candles. And this is by Root, and it's Tobacco Vanilla. And this is one of the old packagings. I've saved this. I have claimed, oh, and there's a little bit of sitting along the top rim, but it's because the mouth of it is smaller than the base of it, so you know it's got to sit a little bit, but it's not bad at all. The burn's been good. It takes a little bit of time for it to pool out, but when I light a Root candle, I generally light it when I know I'm going to be around for like 6 hours. Now I'm not on a pager anymore, so I can be around for 6 hours, you know, and no surprises. I deemed this one the little black dress. This type of scent is the Tobacco Vanilla, or Tobacco Vanilla from DW Home. It's like the little black dress type candle. It's really sexy and I really do enjoy that. So there's that. Okay, on to items that I've melted and haven't finished. So again, I preface this by stating every time, Please don't ask me where I get my bags. I get asked even though I say it in my videos, but I think people make comments before they've even heard my spiel. Don't ask me where I get my bags from. I have a playlist. I have many playlists. One of them is how I chop my candles from Bath and Body Works, or how I melt them down from Yankee Candle, although I would follow Ramona Tulk for the Yankee Candle. She's got way better videos on that. And I also explain where I get my bags from. So instead of repeating myself for like the 100th time, I'm telling you now, the answer is there. You just have to look. Just look at a playlist to be helpful. So with that said, Yankee Candles Jasmine Green Tea. This is down to about here now. This was stuffed like chocker block full. I don't really enjoy this. It's not the strongest throw. I mean, it is jasmine green tea. It's not a strong thrower anyway. That's not the nature of this candle, but I'm going through it bit by bit. So each month you're going to see this probably in my what I melted almost every month now until I get through this. And so I do melt this on a daytime. I either do tea or coffee scents in the day if I'm home. And I'll probably pull this out half dozen times in a month. So just try to slowly get through this. Not my favorite. I wouldn't repurchase at all. Then we have Bath and Body Works Vanilla Bean Marshmallow. And the reason why I don't have the sticker on this one is because some of the stickers are not as easy to peel off as the majority of their stickers are from their actual candles. This one just literally was almost etched onto the thing, so I couldn't get it off. So this has been a great blender. So I also have Better Homes and Gardens Cookie Crunch. But I decided to pull this out because I haven't really given it a lot of love. It is a candle, of course, that I've chopped up. But I love mixing this with, I've had a couple strong cinnamon scents, which we'll talk about, which you guys know my aversion to strong cinnamon. I'm not a big fan of it. So when I knew that I was going to melt that, because I'm trying to get through some of my wax I've had a while, clearly stuff I'm maybe not as finicky about, especially the clams from Better Homes. These are leftover from last year that I didn't melt. So I'm like, I got to melt these soon. So that's what I'm doing, going through my stash. I'll show you in a sec. Anyway, but what I'm about to say is that anything strongly cinnamon scented, I definitely put a little wee chunk of this vanilla bean marshmallow in with it. So I haven't done a melt of its own, but I really enjoy that. And another bag here, we have Twilight from Super Tarts, Immortal Child, which is actually her Go to Sleep and her Happy Birthday blended together. So the scent notes are lavender cream, pink sugar, and strawberry cake. This is gorgeous, you guys. I love it in my bedroom. It's just, her strawberry is just, I really enjoy Brandy's strawberry, and I feel that the strawberry comes out a little bit more than even the lavender cream, which is normally like the thing that stands out most of the time. Don't know what I was gonna say there. All right, so let's go on. Okay, so a clam that I'm almost finished. And I'll explain what I was trying to say there a moment ago. So this is Better Homes. These are things that I've had for a year or two, and because I'm a seasonal melter, I got this one on October. I received it in my home on October 4th, 2017. Now that's 2 years ago. It's over 2 years ago now. So what I've been doing is every month when I pull a melting basket, when I show you guys what my melting basket looks for the month, I then pull, I have 4 bags separate. One bag is for my great room melts for non-coffee. So like my evening great room melts, all coffee in one, all bedroom in another, and all my bathroom scents in another. That's how I separate them. And within that, I pull the oldest wax first. So within each of those groups, I set it out and I pull every single one of them out, and I look at the bottom because I do date mine, and I'm pulling all the oldest ones. So I'm using my oldest wax. So that's what I was kind of just trying to describe there a few minutes ago. But anyway, this is not a scent that I enjoy that much. It's quite strong. It's definitely leafy, but there's definitely some spice to it. Not cinnamon, but there's a sharpness to it. And like a bitter leaf kind of thing. And I don't enjoy this, and that's why obviously I've held on to it for 2 falls or 2 autumns. So I got 2 more cubes left. This was strong, of course, because anything you don't like is a hugely strong thrower, like a 10 out of 10 or kick you out of room. Again, I've said before, Better Homes and Gardens, I love their wax. I can't get it here in Canada. I'm thankful and I rely on my friends in the States. Although we've all been pretty good. Like I haven't bought any. I haven't asked to go, quote unquote shopping with a friend to see what was in there so I could buy some. But what I'm just trying to melt through my stash, which is great. But Better Homes and Gardens sticks to my little plates, my little dishes. And it gets so frustrating. I've said it before, where I've just cleaned, my dishes are freshly clean, and every other vendor is fine. I have no problem with vendor wax. And then I get to my Better Homes and Gardens, and I put it in my do the freezer method, and I take it out, and then it literally sounds like a sticky suction when I had to use a knife to lift it up, by the way, because it doesn't just pop out like everything else. And then I get all this gooey, waxy mess. It doesn't really matter, but the darker the wax, the harsher the goo, or the more goo that's left behind. So, but I still like Better Homes and Gardens. I'm finding a lot of my friends in the States, they can't get their hands on the new stuff. So I don't know what's going on. Makes me wonder what's going on with Better Homes and Gardens. So for my friend Heather, thank you, Heather. This is Hedwig from Super Tarts. This is chai tea, creamy cheesecake, and clove. And I use this as remember I said I use during the daytime, I use either like a coffee or a tea blends in the day, because I do change my wax out midday and do like evening wax after that. So this I'll likely get through this. You'll probably see this as an empty at the end of November. And that's it for this one. If it becomes available for Wax Wednesday, I may just decide to pick one up, because I do love that, and that's the only one. That's all I have of that. This little wee piece that's left, I almost was able to finish it, but if I had one more day, I would have. This is from Rose Girls. This is Allison's Slumberland. Alice in Slumberland, and it's like cucumber, melon. What is it? Cotton candy frosting. It's gorgeous. I love it, and I use it because of the lavender. It's a sweet lavender. I use this in the bedroom, so that will also be an empty by the time we see this again at the end of the month. This actually came with 3 pieces, so now there's 2. I have Icy Shine Fantasy from Rose Girls, which is part of her sexy sampler, going on in one of my bathrooms right now. It's lovely. There's definitely a couple standouts in that particular sampler box that I really do enjoy, and most of the ones I really enjoyed on cold, I really enjoyed warm, so it's a good indicator. But I love just trying something new, so that was that. Okay, so on to clamshells, and then as always we will end with bags. We have one Sensationals, and this is when I went like bin diving. When in Canada we had these huge bins in Walmart that wasn't even anywhere near the wax, and you're like, what? You do double take, you feel like you're in a mirage, and you're like, aye, and you're like, okay. So, and it flashed, everything was $1, and like for one of these, full price is it's actually over, I want to say it's $4 Canadian, $3.99. It kind of depends on which province, and then you add tax, and it's pretty much $4. So when it says $1, you're like, okay. So I got a lot of different ones, and I've gone through a lot. But I held on to this one for quite some time, but I wish I had not held on to it. I love this. It kind of reminded me a little bit about cashmere. Like it says Turkish spice market, and it does have some, I guess, spices that I'm not as familiar with. But to me, it smells like a really strong, like cashmere scent that you can get. Actually, I think Better Homes and Gardens or Sensational has Egyptian cotton or cashmere or something like that. This is what that smelled like, and it was beautiful, and I melted them in my bedroom and quite enjoyed it. On to Better Homes and Gardens. Let me just see here what we got. So yes, these two in particular are fully cinnamon. One says it's vanilla caramel spice, and the other one says sweetened cinnamon woods. No, it's 100% cinnamon. So remember I told you I used the vanilla bean marshmallow to kind of cream up some of the stronger cinnamon type scents. That's what I did with this. So I've had these since August 25th, 2017. So again, it's gone through 2 falls, and I hadn't melted it because I think I had doubles in this, thinking, I thought I might like it because I was, buying from afar kind of thing, not having sniffed it. But after getting it, I was like, I went through the first ones. I went, oh, that's strong. That is strong. I mean, this is definitely, of course, as I said earlier, because I'm not a big fan of the scent, it was like a 20 out of 10. Like, you throw you right out of the house. But again, I mixed it with vanilla bean marshmallow this time, so it was more pleasant, a more pleasant experience. Let's put it that way. All right, so all right, all right, and then this one, ew. There's a reason. I know I was like, I didn't put the date on this, but I want to say it's probably August, same as those last two. This was gross. I did not like this at all. I was so happy. Actually, I think I put them in the bathrooms because I like, didn't have to, it's not like you're hanging out in the bathroom. So I put them in the bathrooms so I didn't have to smell it. I did not like this. So my apologies. I don't mean to offend anyone who loves that stuff, but I don't like this. Don't like it at all. Now this one is tricky. I know lots of people love this. I love the smell of pumpkin. I love the smell of banana. But I feel like this was definitely like leaned, which is surprising, lean more pumpkin than banana. And I definitely got a bready, like yeasty note. And it was good, but it wasn't my favorite. It's not my favorite bakery. But I guess for Better Homes and Gardens, they do fresh scents, and they do like some like cologne or perfume like scents. Then they do heavy fruit scents. They don't do, or they do sticky, sweet scents, but they don't do bakery, in my opinion, that well. I mean, Cookie Heaven, sorry. That would be Rainbow Melts. Cookie Crunch is about as close to a great bakery, like a true bakery scent. This one at least had a bread note to it, which was good, because I do find a lot of Better Homes and Gardens it's like sticky, caramelly sweet, which I just don't do. One of my absolute favorites for the bedroom, Sugared Lavender Twist. Love this one. It smells so good. Oh, I really do enjoy this. If you are in Walmart in the States, give it a sniff. It says limited edition. I'm not sure if it's still around or it comes back from time to time. Okay, hiccups. All right. Something again, like I said, okay, this is from October 4th, 2017 that I received this. So it's getting old, and I want to use this because I still have I know I have a band bag. I may have one more clam of this. So this is Lord of the Melts Middle Earth, which is dirt, rosemary, and fresh mint leaf, which is great. I love this one, especially if you have migraines. But normally when I have a migraine, the last thing I want to do is searching around for my wax to find my migraine wax. And I'm not smart enough. Normally I'm prepared, but I'm not smart enough to have this at the ready in case I get a migraine. I just want to bury myself under a cover, and so no light can come through to my eyes. But this is good. I like it, but I think I still have a little bit of it, but it's good. I think I'm over it though. There was a huge hype on this at one point. I think because, up until then, up until when she made this particular one, there wasn't a lot of vendors using dirt, and now vendors are using dirt in lots of different things. I'm over it. And again, I've had this one since May 29th, 2018, and that's Kong. I have never tried Kong before. This is Biolage and Pink Sugar. It was lovely. But what I will say is I wanted that Biolage to stand out even more than the Pink Sugar, and I felt that the Pink Sugar really calmed down the Biolage. I remember in high school, my mom would buy Système Biolage shampoo, and I love that smell, and I still love that smell to this day. But I wish it came out a little bit more. So would I repurchase it? No, but what I would try to do is look up other Biolage mixes and see and give them a try and see. I know I'll find a favorite somewhere. And this is Mr. Meyer's Fresh Fallen Leaves, Fireside and Vanilla Bean Noel. Perfect for the time of year. This is great. It's perfect. The fallen leaves is the leaves in the background is definitely a distance. I got a little bit more Fireside and Vanilla Bean Noel. This is great. As I've always said with Super Tarts, 1 cube per warmer, and I'm totally fine. And if you don't have a large stash like I do, you'd probably be able to keep one of her cubes in for a few days and still be able to get a pretty good throw for the most part. Again, it depends on your warmer, your warmer, your home, your air in the home, and also your taste and like how strong you like things. So then this is Misery, which is pie crust and leaves, and this again was great. Another great one that I'm glad I saved for this time of year. But I've had it since September 21st, 2017. So again, as I'm saying, I'm using my products. Like, so when I do my melting basket, I don't just I truly look at my melting basket that I pulled, but then once I film that video, I'm separating things out by room. like type of which melter is gonna go where, and also from there, but the dates and pulling the dates that are oldest out first. So, wow, I went through Johanna. I love this. This is Vintage Chic Scents Johanna, which is strawberry rosemary mint shaving cream. Fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite scents from Vintage Chic Scents. This is a bathroom scent for me. I absolutely love that. And now I think I'm out. I think I'm completely out of that particular just Johanna. It wasn't just a dream, which is pink sugar, lavender, and lavender cream and peppermint. This is beautiful. Melted this one is from Super Tarts in my bedroom. I don't even know if I have a BAM bag in this. But if you're interested about Wax Wednesday, follow the Facebook group for Super Tarts. She'll be posting, I imagine, any day now, what's going to be happening next Wednesday. And yeah, I don't know if I decide to buy it, but if you like that, what it sounds like, I would get it because it did smell really good. I just have so many bathroom scents. I'm trying to slow my roll a little bit on it. So probably one of my favorite laundry scents. This is the favorite laundry scent, like type scent for me from Vintage Chic Scents. This is called Happy Days, and Happy Days is described as apple, mango, tango, and clean cotton. Well, this was so good, you guys. I really enjoyed it. Sad, I had it for a while. Sad to see it go. Would I repurchase it in the future as long as it threw like that did? Absolutely. Rose Girls Pumpkin Whipped Cream Latte, and I think, yes, this is one of her muffins that I purchased in the pre-order back in August. This was lovely. I will definitely say I get more of a creamy, buttery smell to the pumpkin whipped cream latte than like pumpkin or a latte like a coffee. Clothes on Line, super strong. Definitely, if you're a fresh lover, you will love this. I like Clothes on the Line. She also, at least she did, she may still do BAM bags in Clothes on the Line, and it's very good. So if you love the fresh scents, definitely go with that. Then I thankfully have one more bag of this in my back stock. That's Southbound Camaco's Cafe Cream Puffs. Roasted coffee beans, buttery pastry dough, creamy vanilla custard, and sweet cream with confectioner's sugar. Fabulous. Her shapes are so cute. Very seasonal. I really do enjoy this. This is one of my top coffee scents from any vendor, or Bath & Body Works for that matter. So, because Bath & Body Works actually does a good coffee, I will say. Oh, that's my hair. I apologize. Sorry. All right, Cafe Gelato from Rainbow Melts. This is espresso ice cream and sweet waffle cone with butter brickle. This is really nice. A little sweet. Like, as again with me and my caramely sweet stuff, I'm like, bed and breakfast espresso, cafe espresso, caramel, hot orange Danish. I like this because it had that orange in it. So I did have this going the other day, and I really did like it, actually. It was quite lovely. Got coffee, a dark roasted coffee, brown sugar, graham crackers, and cream. This is good, but it was almost too sweet for me. It was fine, but had it been any more sweet, I probably wouldn't like that brown sugar caramelized, you know what I'm saying? So thankfully it was fine for me, but if had it been any more sweet, I think I would have been like tipped over, right? Okay, and then I have a bunch of Rose Girls from, again, earlier on, the Sexy Sampler, I think it was. Morning Sex, so that's the theme of a lot of these names, so I didn't name them. Morning Sex, this was fantastic, as I knew it would be on the name, on cold. It smelled really good on cold, and I really enjoyed it. Swag was a bit too heavy. It's a bit too like Axe, like a teenage boy threw on a lot of cologne, and really, really strong. Amore, it was good, but not like super memorable. All Nighter, again, good, but not like super memorable. And I also mixed up. I put some of these in my bedroom and some of them in the bathrooms because a lot of them are really fresh scented. This is the Rodeo. This was good. Again, not like super memorable. Acqua di Gio and Stainless Steel. And I realized I don't think I like Stainless Steel. Pretty sure. Just, I haven't got a lot of experience with Stainless Steel. So with that said, the last two are part of the Super Tarts, like powerhouse, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, they're both under Fake and Bake, and they're mixtures with Fake and Bake. So this is Fake and Bake, which is zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and our sweet cream mixed with. One was orange Danish, and one was Mac apple. Both fantastic, both prove really, really well. I don't normally have issues with throw from Super Tarts at all. Again, she's one of my top vendors. I just don't know if I'll buy these samplers again unless they're like the Twilights, Wizard's Wax, you know, things like that I know. I don't know, because I love fake. Out of the three, I got the Fake and Bake at the Mama's Family and the Go to Sleep, and my favorite, and the one I've gone through now of all of them, is Fake and Bake. I've now gone through all of Fake and Bake. I think I'll be going through all of Go to Sleep and Mama's Family in the next month, like the rest of this month probably. But Fake and Bake is probably my favorite of the 3 scents individually. So I really enjoy it just because of the Fake and Bake especially. So that's it, you guys. That is a wrap. All right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.